Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Zapayuru, your brother. Today, I suggest we talk about Laurent Gbagbo's trial at ICC. One question. Let's be serious. When is ICC going to put an end to what should be called the most shameful trial an international court has ever conducted? Yes, Laurent Gbagbo and Charles Blé Goudé, respectively former presidents of Ivory Coast and Minister of Youth of that country, are going to be held again after having been acquitted on January the 15th, just gone. They are going to be held again in the jails of ICC, that court created by the Rome Statute, until February. In other words, the prosecutor, Fatou Bensouda, and her assistant, MacDonald, are still fighting to detain Laurent Gbagbo and Charles Blé Goudé after having failed to demonstrate their guilt, after having brought about 100 witnesses to the court, after having submitted over 1,000 pieces of evidence in a trial that has lasted over 7 years. They are still trying to hold them, to keep them detained, keep them in detention. A detention which is a deprivation of freedom and which some people even call a sequestration due to its totally unlawful and purely political nature. For, indeed, the prosecutor did not try to challenge the decision of the judges to declare Gbagbo and Charles Blé Goudé innocent, but she and he, both of them appealed against the decision to liberate them immediately, proving once again what Gbagbo had denounced from the beginning, from the starting of the trial. This trial aims at keeping me away from the Ivorian political scene. Once again, they have proved that. Fatou Bensouda and MacDonald used again the same grounds they had used before to prevent Gbagbo from being granted bail, saying shamelessly, Gbagbo is too popular in Ivory Coast. He's still too popular in Ivory Coast, so he might find a way, if he's liberated, he might find a way to escape justice. It is true that there's no doubt about Gbagbo's popularity in Ivory Coast. And recently, on January the 15th, the jubilation across the country was a clear message sent to those who are detaining him. But should anyone be detained on the grounds that they are famous or they are popular? What do they call democracy? Besides that, Gbagbo, who is a former president, even accepted to sign an affidavit which commits him to go before the court anytime the judges need him. And in this regard, let's remember that MacDonald had requested that for Gbagbo and Blé Goudé to be banned from talking about politics. What does politics have to do with laws, justice? And he even requested again for them to wear an electronic tag. So that racist request had been rejected. But he still managed to obtain from the second chamber for Gbagbo and Blé Goudé not to be liberated immediately, to be kept away once again from the Ivorian political scene. In between, Ouattara, who is the current head of state in Ivory Coast, can carry on with his ambition to try and run for a third term in total violation of the constitution. You know that Ouattara was in serious trouble these last days, in the few past days, because two of his main allies, Henri Konan Bédié and Soro Guillaume, have decided to break the alliance, and they had officially announced their intention to join Laurent Gbagbo when he was going to be freed, and create a new political platform. So why are Fatou Bensouda, and how long are they going to keep Gbagbo and Blegude far from the Ivorian political scene? For now, Ouattara and the people who support him can be relieved for some time. One of them is Nicolas Sarkozy, former French president, who declared, when Gbagbo was acquitted on the 15th, that it was a historic mistake by ICC to liberate Gbagbo. Nicolas Sarkozy, let's remember, it is under Nicolas Sarkozy that Gbagbo was removed from power by the French army. It is also Nicolas Sarkozy that same year who sent his army to Libya to destroy Libya and kill Gaddafi. After that, Nicolas Sarkozy was appointed by Ouattara ambassador of Ivory Coast in Qatar, and where in the position is still holding that position. Now let's talk about Fatou Bensouda. Fatou Bensouda, everybody should know that she's married to Philippe Bensouda. Who is Philippe Bensouda? Philippe is the advisor, one of the advisors of the King of Morocco, and a businessman. He's also a long-term friend to Alassane Dramane Ouattara, the current head of state of Ivory Coast, and he has won a tender worth 12 billion CFA for the construction of social housing in Ivory Coast. He is also in Ivory Coast. He is also the majority shareholder of a company, of a mining company in Ity. This is in Ivory Coast. He is the same Philippe Bensouda, the majority shareholder of the water and the electricity companies in Ivory Coast. So, keeping Gbagbo there in jail, it is a way of securing the interest of a husband. Everybody should know that. But for now, I'm going to stop here, because there's so much to tell, to reveal about that trial, that shameful trial. There's so much to reveal about the functioning of that court, and there's so much more to reveal about the actors involved in that trial. But I'll keep you posted about it. Thank you, brothers and sisters. This was Zapayuro, your brother.